in today. First, I saw you guys posted on Facebook about Tulsa. Like tell me about how the show went, how Dax and Fletcher did.
Yeah, it's always a good end to like a busy summer season showing, and this summer was a little rough for us. We didn't do as good as we typically do, but we got all the pigs to the finish line, which I know from you showed before too, that sometimes you don't always get there. So that was a victory in and of itself. But then at the end of the day, we did better than we expected. Fletcher had reserve champion York Gilt, and then both the boys made the sale with barrows, which was just a nice little icing on the cake because we had not done very well all summer. So it was kind of nice to finish strong. And then now we're already on to the next set. We've got pigs on feed for Denver and for Hawaii already.
Oh, you guys got into Denver?
We
That's
did.
so
Both
exciting.
of them did. So we're really excited about that.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So
well, I know that you guys ended Tulsa Week on Holy Smoke.
Yeah.
How did that go? I know you do most of like the creative stuff for Holy Smoke.
Yeah, just a busy week, right into a busy weekend. So Holy Smoke, this is our, Rachel, I think it's like our 13th year to do it. It's crazy.
Wow.
We started in 2012. So yeah, it never gets easy, but it gets a little bit more routine. We had a few more pigs this time, did some things a little bit differently, and it wasn't a record-breaking sale, but it was really strong for this time of year, and excited to then move in and see all those pigs that we sold. What was that, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
A week ago? It's been a little over a week now. See them show all winter. I think jackpot shows will start in the middle of November.
Very
so
soon.
it's just crazy how fast everything stacks up on top of each other, and it used to not be like that.
I know my dad always talks about like when he was growing up, like you never buy pigs until after Tulsa's over. And now it's like you're almost done buying by the time you get to Tulsa, and then you're just waiting for Holy Smoke, PT, all like the live sales.
We've
which is
talked
crazy.
about that before, about like honestly Holy Smoke, we should probably move up a little bit. It's just when, because all those weekends are full with all those Texas sales. But like a lot of people are done.
So many Texas sales this year, and I don't think I ever like really paid attention to how many there truly was.
Yeah, ton.
Well, the main reason I wanted to invite you in today is I have been reviewing some of our customers who make large in-store purchases, and I noticed that you guys buy quite a bit of feed weekly, and most of it has been in store. And so with that said, I'd like to show you the Swinford's feed delivery service. And so each week you can put in an order by 7 a.m. They have a north route and a south route. And if your address is still North Sooner Road off 51, you guys are within the north route limits. And so if you put it in by 7 a.m. on Friday, it'll be delivered the following week. So with that said, what would it look like for you to get feed delivered to your barn each week?
Yeah, I think, based on if you're looking at our receipts and stuff, we're in a couple times every single week. So, we'll drive in to Stillwater and then make the little, jaunt north to the store and then go back through Perry. And so, that would save us time, obviously. We're making that trip multiple times a week because even when you're really prepared and you know what supplements you have and you know what you're going to feed, like maybe the person helping us will change feed last minute and we've got to go and get a supplement that we don't have in store. So I think it could save us a lot of time. Just kind of, interested about the logistics of it, I guess. Like, do you have to schedule a time and be there when delivery happens? Like, tell me a little bit more about how delivery actually works after you place the order.
Okay, that is a great question. So I guess I could show you a little bit about how it works. So first, log in. So our website is programmed that if your zip code is within the 10-mile radius of all the routes, that you can select local delivery, and one of the employees, Mason, will do his feed delivery route.
Okay.
And if you're not there, we can set outside of your barn and just move on, and it's completely you guys don't have to consume any more time to it than you have to besides adding your feed.
Mason's been to the house a couple of different times. So when you say set it outside the barn, like today it's raining. So could we say, hey, take it inside the barn and have a designated area and have them put it inside?
Yes, one thing that's really good about Swinford's is it's a family-based company, and we really want to build relationships with our customers. And so just shooting a quick text or anything like maybe you forgot something and you need to add it really quick, that won't be an issue. Or maybe instead of it's not feasible for you guys to have a delivery and you realize you have to get so much more, then you can cancel the order and we can still have it ready for you, that portion, whenever you get to the shop.
It reminds me a little bit of back in the day. Did you ever grow up with Schwann's man coming by? The yellow trucks, like the food delivery. Yes. And that's what my mom would place orders for that. Like they could come by and they would actually have stuff on the truck, and you could just like, you know, they would come by and it wasn't delivery, it was like home-based sales, I guess. But then you could pre-order, and that's what she would do. She'd be like, okay, the garage is unlocked, go into the garage and put it in the freezer, type of situation. So it reminds me a little bit of that, about like if you're not there.
Swans, and it was like we'd always go out there. Oh, the swan's been here. Yeah,
exactly.
I did. That was so long ago. So I've noticed that you guys are a very competitive family when it comes to showing livestock. What does it mean to you to make sure that you guys are getting the highest quality for your project's performance? How does that?
Yeah, and that's why we switched to buying feed from you guys in store, you know, several years ago, because we knew that we could get it in, it would be fresh. If you didn't have something in stock that day, we could call and Waylon would get it, and it would be there, you know, like the next week, and you'd say like, hey, I can't have it today, but I'll have to make sure that XYZ manufacturer puts it on the next truck. So obviously that's pretty important to us. We have a lot of turnover, we're feeding a lot of feed, we're buying a lot of different types of feed. So that's a reason why we're already buying from Swinford. So just knowing that there's this added benefit of having it delivered is kind of interesting. I do wonder a little bit about, because we're so last minute with things, like planning ahead, and you know, like what if we order something and it's not available and we need it right then, or like just the logistics of, there's a lot of moving pieces with lots of different types of feed that you might need to load up. So what does that look like if there are anything goes wrong, I guess?
Yes, like we've mentioned before, having a like really small family employee base, calling us and explaining your situation is something that we really strive to make sure to work through with our customers to make sure they get the best experience possible. With that said, if something isn't in, I know that we've like encountered times where maybe something on the online store isn't actually in inventory. We can, you know, put that on account, and as soon as it gets there, we will make it right to get that to you guys. Or like you said, if you don't get it ordered and there's a lot of turnaround, we will like work with our customers to make sure that they get what they need, because you guys are a priority.
Are there many people in our area who already do this?
That's a great question. Yes, there is. There's multiple families in Mulhall, quite a few in Enid, and so some of your friends, the Vosses, use it. I know you guys know them.
Yeah.
They're competitive as well. So I think you guys would be a great fit based off of your in-person purchases.
So you guys will go all the way that way, like west toward Enid. Okay.
Yes. And so, yeah, and then we go south all the way to El Reno and close to down there. But I guess my last, like, really deep question for you is, what does it take for you guys now without the delivery service to be able to organize and get feed weekly?
Well, yeah, so sometimes there is planning ahead, and we'll talk through, you know, Trent manages a lot of that, and then manages like keeping track of inventory, knowing what we need, and then sometimes I'm just like the gopher, you know, like I'm like, go buy Swinfords on your way home and go pick up such and such. And so I think it would probably require us to have a little bit more planning. I think that would be one of the downsides of delivery, is you do have to kind of get your act together by Friday morning and figure out what you need versus just doing it every day. But I think it's the same thing with groceries, right? Like you can plan ahead and order your groceries or go get your big groceries, but then if you forget an ingredient for a recipe, you still have to swing by the store and get it. So I think it would require just a little bit more planning and doing things a little different on our end of things, but I think that it's not a huge change for us to do that, to just kind of be proactive and think on Thursday night, like, okay, what might we need and that's the other benefit too of doing it on a Friday, I think, is going into the weekend sometimes is when you a lot of times realize that you're out of something.
Right. Yes. So a few of the features of the feed delivery services is you guys live on Highway 51, which is about 45, almost an hour to Swinford's, 45 minutes?
I think it's like 45,
So, I mean, going there and back, that's a lot of time, a lot of fuel. maybe like having to like kind of organize your schedule to get there.
Mm-hmm.
That is one of the features, is saving time. So, and then the next would be, you know, customer relations. We love to do business with our customers, and we want to be able to give back to y'all's family. And so, you know, potentially adopting this service into y'all's weekly schedule, it could add on to like premiums for the boys, and if you get into like future premium sales at Northwest District, will add on to your kids just because you guys have done quality business with us.
I forgot to ask, Rachel, is there a fee for the delivery?
Yes, there is a fee. So if you don't buy at least 1,000 pounds of it, there's a $25 drop fee.
Okay.
And so I know that could be a objection, but this service is designed mainly for our customers who buy a large amount of feed
Mm-hmm.
at a time. But if it's something that we need to get figured out, we can, because like we said, we'd love to put our customers first. And then the last benefit is high quality feed. And so I know that Stillwater Mill is very convenient and it's right there for you guys. I'm not saying they don't have high quality feed, but they are very invested in different sectors of their business, and so we really like to prioritize having high quality show feed. So, and then, so now we kind of went over it already,
Mhm.
but we have a Google Doc that we like to our customers to fill out, just so that we know who is know who has signed up for the feed delivery, and just kind of account management. And so we can fill out the Google Doc, and needs your name, your address, your phone number, stuff that's probably already on the account if you've purchased things online and pick up in store. And then like we've kind of looked at on here, I did like a quick added like several bags of feed,
Mm-hmm.
and you put in all your information, and then whenever you click delivery, it populates local delivery if you're within that customized radius.
Okay, so it only gives me that option because I put in the zip code
Mhm.
and it matches? Okay,
Yes.
that's cool.
And then, so yes. Now, Ruth, how likely would you start using the feed delivery service?
I think that we would give it a try. Yeah,
You give it a try.
I do. Yeah.
Like on a scale of 1 to 10.
I would say like 10 out of 10 on just trying it out and seeing how it works, for sure. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, it sounds like it's gonna save just the time, you know. Yeah.
well, thank you so much for your time today. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Mhm.
Appreciate it.